Hi everybody, welcome to the next edition of Meow's Depot Tales, Wonder Steam Trains, Pretoria, South Africa. So since our last Depot Tales, we've done a tremendous amount of work on the 15 CA. We stripped her header, and we have had a problem with the valves in the past where the regulator wasn't opening properly. So we built a jig on one of the tables and took all the contents, which is the camshaft and the valves, and put it all onto the table. And we have now stripped the header of the camshaft and the valves, and we fitted them into the jig that we built on the table. And then we managed to get the valve opening sequence correct by welding and grinding off some of the camshaft lobes. So we put all that back together. That's now in perfect order. We haven't steamed her yet, but we will be doing shortly. In about a week, 10 days time, she'll be in steam again. But I'm sure with the work that we've done now, we've solved that problem. So on our 15 F3117, about 12 years ago, the F derailed and sustained a lot of damage, including boiler damage. Fortunately for us, we have ex-Spoornet boiler makers that work for us, and they repaired the boiler damage. The locomotive was obviously stripped down and rebuilt, and we restored the entire loco. What we're currently busy with now on the loco is the tender. The original short box tender that the 15Fs first came out with, the floor eventually gave way and corroded right through. And there was just no way of repairing the floor without rebuilding the entire locomotive. So we then took a 23 class tender and we restored that. The floor in the water tank section was in perfect condition. We've now connected it to the loco, and we are currently busy fitting the vacuum chambers between the two bogies underneath the tender. The vacuum pans are going to be overhauled over the next couple of days, and we'll be fitting them early next week. Our 19D3343, all the sanding down and for paint preparation is now completed. We've started painting the frame, a nice red color. All our locos here at the depot for Wonder Steam Trains have red frames, and then the normal black coloured locomotives. 3343 is prepared, ready for paint. Unfortunately, the weather at this moment in time is not very spray paint friendly, so we'll have to give it a gap for a couple of days and get the weather to warm up first before we can start with the painting. Our welcome centre is taking shape. We had a big clean out there. Some of the machines have been moved out except for the one big lathe, which we thought was US, but we actually got it up and running. So, which is quite nice. It's a very old lathe. We got that running in the shed. Now it's just a matter of getting the storeroom stripped out inside the shed and getting the place cleaned up and populated with all the nice passenger-friendly tables and chairs and coffee machines, etc., for coffee prior to train departure. Thanks everybody for listening to our second edition of Meow's Depot Tales. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be speaking to you again shortly on the next episode. Cheers.